Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. So we are back in Dirt Rally 2 today, continuing on with the improvement skill with the wonderful teacher Kapil. So last time we took on the Lancia Stratos, we went back to somewhere that I'd already been. I can't remember where it was now. I think one of the first tracks we did pretty well, got a much better time than we had previously. Obviously in a better car, but nonetheless, still an improvement. So Kapil was obviously very impressed with my driving last time, of course. Today he has sent me the challenge of going back to Kopina in Poland, where we've definitely been before. But today we're going to do it in heavy rain with a wet surface. It's the only rain they have is heavy rain, by the way, so it's just rain. Rain with wet surface, and also in a different car. We are taking out the Peugeot 205 T16 Evo today. So Kapil says this was the first stage where we did a full manual setup, so interesting to see how differently we drive. Previous best time was 4 minutes and 39 seconds, so that's our target. 4 minutes sounds like a long time. How long is the track? 4 miles, I suppose so. And the car is twice as powerful as the Stratos, so my reactions need to be significantly faster than they were previously. And also my first four-wheel drive car, so that could be quite interesting, couldn't it? So Kopina in Poland, dirt, smooth asphalt surface in the heavy rain. Let's confirm that and let's start the championship. I've had to do the championship rather than the time trial again because that's how you get the more general weather settings, weirdly. And this is what we're going to be using. The four-wheel drive. It doesn't say four-wheel. Oh, there it does. Group B four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive Peugeot 205 T16 Evo. I hope this is the right 205. There are a couple of Peugeot 205s in the list, but this is the only one which had the T16 Evo on it. So I'm hoping that's the right one. It's the one I'm going to use. And it does look very powerful. 480 bhp is, well, that's significant, isn't it? Let's have a quick look at the liveries. Well, quite like that one. Yeah, we'll go with that one. A kind of gunmetal grey sort of colour. Okay. So, same format as always then. So we will take a crack at it. Do a bit of a test run, see how we do. Obviously, not really too worried about time on that. Then I'll go off camera and do a little bit of practicing just to get a bit used to the car and to the weather and to the track. Hopefully the track we should have relatively stuck in our minds from previous. That's the hope and dream. And then we'll cut back in. We'll have a go at actually doing a full run at full speed.
Right of a crest, don't cut.
And hopefully do spectacularly. That's the plan. Okay, so do I remember this course at all? I'm holding hand. Oh, yeah. This has got. Oh my word, that is awkward as anything, isn't it?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left, 50.
Okay, so it's very quickly out of first gear.
Left, 50. Flat middle of a crest, 80.
Do I remember that? Does that seem familiar?
Middle of a jump, 50.
How am I going to improve my timing? This is my first thought. This is insane.
Keep middle of a
I can't. Oh, I remember this, yes.
6 left over jump long, tightens over crest, jump.
I think I may have already broken the car. Sounds like it, doesn't it? Darn. That didn't
20.
That didn't take very long at all, did it? Wow, okay. Ooh. Yes, please, I would like to restart that. Now, there is a button to do wipers. I was just wondering if we can make the wipers faster, slower, anything, but I can't find the button, so it's irrelevant. Well, I do need to change my view perhaps a little bit. It's a bit better. Okay. Right. Let's take this nice and easy this time then.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Flat left, 50, turn 6 right of a crest.
Bad start. Bad start. So I tried starting in second because it had such a fast first gear, but that was not a good idea apparently.
Middle of a jump.
So we're going to take this nice and easy then.
4 right narrow.
Not going to go too crazy with it.
Keep middle of a jump, 50. 6 left over jump long, tightens over crest, jump.
It's so hard to see anything with the rain coming down as is. Why isn't there a light rain option? That would be nice.
Into 6 right, 80.
Honestly, I am just... I feel like a passenger on this at the moment.
Tightens past junction, 30.
I meant to go into third then, not first.
4 right, narrow over crest. Don't cut, 5 left, opens long into 6 left, 30.
Honestly, I am just terrified doing this. I've got no idea how you're supposed to go fast around this. I'm trying to remember the course, but the course...
Don't cut, 4 left.
I remember that corner a little bit. I
Right.
remember doing it a lot faster.
Into 6 left long, 30. 6 right of a crest, opens extra long into slow, 6 left long of a
You're
bump.
damn right I'm going to take it slow, mate, because of that. 'Cause that's a
Into
6.
3 right of a crest, bump.
So this is where the house is?
Left
Yes.
long into turn 1 right, opens long, tarmac. Don't cut through bales. Keep right of a 30, turn 1 right
And third is apparently a little bit... what's the word I'm looking for?
of a crest, gravel.
Not good. Not a good place to be.
50,
That'll do.
5 left. Into flat right of a crest.
I'm assuming the car has wet tyres on, right? I don't have to check to make sure the tyres are wet tyres.
Tightens very long. Into 6
I'm assuming
right.
it would be. I'm not even going to check.
4 right, extra long. Opens of a crest. Into 6 left.
Yep. I'm sure there are more wrapped bales than there were previously.
Into 6 right. Into caution, 5 left of a jump. 50.
What
6
is
left,
that
very
sound?
long, tightens of a bump. 50.
Is that a good sound? It doesn't sound like it'd be a good
4 right
sound.
long. Into slow, 6 left of a crest. 30, turn 1 left. Don't cut.
Yes.
30. 6 left, 100. 3 right long, tightens.
This was actually the first course they used for the
crest.
World
50.
Championship qualifiers as well,
Tight.
which I did have a go at.
Crest,
Obviously,
extra
it was
long
lovely and
over
dry.
junction.
Oh, come on.
30.
Come on. Oh, come on. And I was surprised at just how bad I was. Bear in mind, you have to use the same car as everyone else. I think there's a choice of 2. And I know that I'm not great, but I did an alright run, and like I was a minute off the best people's time. Like I knew I was going to be bad,
Flat right
but
of a
it's
crest,
crazy
extra long,
how good.
30.
And I couldn't see a way of watching their replays, unfortunately, because I really wanted to see someone do it, to see how the pros do it. I'm sure that if you go online, you can probably find, obviously, a large number of people on YouTube who are very good at these games. My go-to for driving is Jimmy Broadbent, who is a sim racer, who is pretty fantastic. I do like watching him do his stuff because it's really interesting.
120.
He has a pedal cam on as well, so you can
Into 5 left, tightens.
see what his feet are doing all the time, which is particularly interesting when you get to really fast races,
170.
like circuit racing. Yeah, it's
Right at the rear.
Oh, we've-
Is it a puncher?
broken something. It's very hard to tell in terms of the speed of the car.
Tightens
The car doesn't feel all that different, so I'm going to carry on. So not all that far from the end. It is pulling a little bit
turn unseen.
to the
1
right.
right.
Ah, yes, I remember this.
Extra long of a crest.
tricky corner.
60 over bumps.
Did I just stall that? I did. Oh yeah, it doesn't like it in first or second.
4 left, extra.
In fact, now that I'm actually started again, you can really tell the puncture's causing a huge amount of problems. Weird that, but I really couldn't tell before. Don't know what that says about my terrible driving.
4 left at Bale, don't cut.
No. Okay, well, there we go then. That is my first attempt. In fact, you can see the little wheel indicator in the bottom there, and it is not great for us. It is not great for us at all. I don't know what up does on the D-pad, but I think I repaired the car. Yeah, so I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to have a bit of a practice at this. Honestly, I'm not too sure at all how I'm going to pull this off, but we'll give it a go. Car is crazy to drive in these conditions. It really, really is. But I'll do some practicing and we'll come back to you and we'll hopefully have a nice clean run. How weird you got that really clean bit there. They must have some sort of hydrophobic material on there so you can actually see out. Don't know why they don't cover the windscreen in it. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Anyway, see you shortly.
6 left over crest, extra long over jump, into 4 right, don't cut, 120, crest, into 5
Don't
left,
cut, they say. I don't think so.
right long of narrow, 80, keep middle of a jump, 50, keep middle of a jump, keep middle of a jump, 50, 6 left over jump long, tightens over crest, jump. Is that a puncher on the left rear? Over long crest into 6 left, tighten.
Oh.
Keep middle of a jump, 50.
What just
6
happened
left
there?
over jump long, tighten. Don't cut, 5 left. Opens long into 6 left, 30. 4 right long, tightens over crest, 50s, 80. Flat right over crest, extra long, 30. Into 4 left. Into 4 right, don't cut.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Over bump. Into 6 right, 80.
What just happened there?
Crest into 6 left, 5 left. Opens long into 6 left, 30.
Oh, come on.
6 left, very long.
Oh, come on now. Oh,
D. Tight. 6 left over crest.
Nope.
Extra long over junction. T. Keep right into 5 left long, narrow over bump. Long, tightens over crest. 50. Don't cut 4 left.
what on earth?
80. Keep middle of a jump, 50. 6 left over jump long, tightens over into 4 left long, into turn 1 right. Opens long, tarmac, rest, into 6 left.
What even happened there?
Into 4 left long, into turn 1 right. Opens long, tarmac. We have...
Alright then, so I am bringing you back in. Now then, huge caveat before we even begin this. So Kapil wanted me to try and beat 439? 439 was my previous time. That's what he wanted me to beat. I am not going to get anywhere near that. I've completed a few runs. My fastest is a flat 5 minutes. Now I can do better than that, but as always, it is the combination of trying to get through a whole run without doing too much damage. So as you can see, I am starting off in second, which does work. Going against my previous statement earlier, you just need a few more revs to make sure it gets there rather than sort of hovering around sort of 5,000-6,000. So after this jump, we're going to smash our brake on before we even hit the ground, so we don't go smashing into that. This next bit is bumpy. The visibility feels about 0.
Right into 5 left long.
He keeps saying like all these keep rights, and I'm pretty sure if you keep right, you're going to smash the edge of the track. So I pretty much ignore him through all of that. So that's all fine.
Tightens past junction, 30. 4 right, narrow over crest.
So I have not been having a great time with this. It's really tricky. Like my flat 5 minute, I was obviously in dead last, and I was dead last by about 20 seconds.
Don't cut 4 left.
Oh, I've rolled there a couple of times. So yeah, it's this is really tricky. Now don't be fooled by that green differential that's popped up on your screen there. So it's saying that I am currently the fastest one. If you look up to your, I don't know if you can see it, up there. There are currently 2 people on the leaderboard. There is me and G. Alfonsi, I believe it is.
Into turn 1 right.
G. Alfonsi will end up...
Tarmac.
Oh my word. G. Alfonsi will end up about 16th. I'm not pressing the accelerator, that's why I can't see anything. I thought I was closer to the... Okay, let's start that again. Ooh. And as always, a major difficulty with trying to do these is trying to do it and talk at the same time. Yeah, G. Alfonsi, yeah. So he finishes about 4:40, I believe his time is.
Go. Flat
If I could get 440, I would be a very happy man. I have managed to get green sectors on the first 2 sectors, but I then struggle in getting anything near to a clean run following that. And as you can see, I struggle to get a clean run in the first 2 sectors a lot of the time. Yeah, it really is a lot trickier than I even anticipated it being. I thought rain would be awkward, but my word, rain is an absolute nightmare. The absolute lack of visibility with the windscreen wipers in particular is horrible. I did check the rest of the weather settings in case there was a slightly nicer one. And there is a light rain one, but it's a sunset rather than daytime. And I thought I was going to go over to it, but I thought as I've already started,
into 6 right.
Got to carry on, haven't you? You can't step the difficulty down.
30.
Just because you're terrible. So we've kept with the heavy rain during the day. I don't know why they have these sort of very specific conditions you can pick from. Like, why can't you just say day and then pick your weather after that? Why has it got to be like, you can do day with heavy rain or you can do sunset with light rain, but you can't do a mixture of the two?
Keep right over 30.
Right, so we're on to our first little bit of asphalt.
Opens over crest.
And I'm going to go up here to another one.
5 left.
Which could have been a lot worse.
Crest.
And has been.
Tightens over jump.
Oh, that was not good.
Over crest. Tightens.
I don't know whether it's the weather or it's the car specifically, but it does seem to like rolling.
4 right, extra long.
Like it'll roll if you just blow on it a little bit hard, it seems. So the next split is not too far away. Usually this second split, this was the first split I managed to get a good time on. Compared to Alfonsi, that is, obviously. So I'm hoping we'll get a good thing there. Oh, not very good, actually. We've lost a couple of seconds compared to Alfonsi. Obviously, that spin won't help that.
30, turn 1 left. Don't cut. 30. 6 left, 100.
Well, that wasn't great, but don't think we got a puncture, so that's all right.
Opens over crest. 50.
That's only a 3, but I'm going to drop down to 3rd because, I mean, a 3 in the wet with logs on the outside may as well be a hairpin.
Keep middle of a jump.
That was not great, but we didn't hit anything again. So basically, if I can get a relatively clean run, regardless of the time, I'll be fairly happy with that.
30. 3 right long.
And so far, we've spanned the car, but whew, if that's as bad as it gets, I'll be all right. Ooh, we got close there.
Caution, tightens 3.
Well, I did also check the tyres as well, foolishly. I watched the MotoGP today, and I had my MotoGP head on, so I don't know why I thought there'd be different tyres for wet and dry in a rally game, because of course you're always going to need a massive amount of grip.
Crest into 5
We didn't want those signs. We actually got a good differential in the 3rd sector. I mean, only just. I mean, if I can keep up with Alfonsi
6 left, extra,
and not come dead last and get a sub 5 minute time, that won't be too bad. So yeah, so you don't have a choice of wet tyres in rally. Of course you don't. Should have known about that, really. Should have had a thought about that for more than a second.
Slow 50, turn unseen, 1 right.
Or I suppose if there is, at the very least, the game doesn't give you the option.
Opens,
Oop.
extra long.
Almost missed that.
60 over.
It just filtered into my brain what he just said, and I was like, oh yeah,
Extra long.
cheeky little right.
Turn 5 left, opens 80.
Went a bit silent there because I have a tendency to come out of that bit there, that corner we just did, come out of there about 20 miles too fast.
Don't cut 3 right, 3 left, and 1 right.
And smash the trees there. Oh, I missed the gearing, which is a shame because this is the very end of the track. And I cannot find, when I did this previously in the dry in a different car, I couldn't find a fast way of doing this, let alone in the wet, which should probably be easier, but it's not. Oh, we've got a fairly good time there. Oh, I cannot believe that only took us 2 attempts, as in 2 attempts when I obviously started talking again. 4 minutes 40, I think that was. 4 minutes 40, that's not bad. Do you know what? I'm going to take that as a win. I'm just going to check again. Yeah, 4:39 was our good time in the dry. Given another half hour, I could probably improve that by another 10 seconds, I reckon, but I took so many attempts at just trying to get through the course reasonably well. And as always, what generally happens is I have a run or two and I do fairly well and get through it and think, oh, I'm getting quite good at this. And then I try getting faster and then it just goes horribly, horribly wrong. And I spend like 5 or 6 attempts just trying to find where my limit is. So given some more time, I could probably do a bit better, but it is unfortunately getting a little late in the evening for me now. So I'm going to have to leave that there. But do you know what? I am so happy with that. Like I say, my previous best time was 5 minutes flat, which should have put me 15 seconds behind last place. So, beating Alfonsi, getting a 440, basically equaling our previous time, even in a much better car, but in horrendous weather conditions, I'm okay with that. The top, I think, is about 4 minutes 12. So we are 30 seconds. We'd need to improve by 30 seconds to get top. Maybe one day, but I am quite happy to have got through that. I think Professor Kapil may have slightly overestimated my ability to cope with new things. They're giving me a much faster car with 4-wheel drive in horrendous rain, maybe too many things at once. But that being said, I did get through it. Just about. Where's the old replay? Let's have a look at this. Oh, carry on going forward. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. I think I like the car. It's quite hard to tell. It's definitely, once you've got some revs in it, it really goes off. If you get stopped, if you roll the car, or if you just have to reset the car on the track and you need to get going again, if you don't rev up while you got the handbrake on and pull off with like 5,000-6,000 revs minimum, the car takes so long to get started. It just kind of crawls forward for like about 6 agonizing seconds. I don't know whether that's a feature of the car or the turbo. I don't really know cars, you may be able to tell that. So that was our one spin. That's not too bad, is it? Let's just go back a second. Let's have a look at that from a different camera. So that's before the spin, isn't it, I think? Yeah, there's where we stopped. I'm trying to find not that one. From the helicopter, perhaps? It's very hard to tell, isn't it? From that one, then. Yeah, we just clipped the fence, spun around, but kept him facing forward. And I don't think we even stalled it, did we? It started pretty fast. I don't think we even stalled it. Which is pretty impressive, really, based on my previous track record when I was doing this. I had to have runs before where I smashed both the lights, so I was doing it not in obviously the dark, but it makes enough of a difference to make it even more terrifying. So yes, I'm going to leave that there. As I said, maybe not what Kapil was hoping for, but I was really happy with my progress through that. Trying to find the limits in these horrendous conditions and get used to a course which has some really awkward like that first section is because it's relatively tight and it's banked on either side, and if you clip the banks you're basically done. Really intricate little section, and trying to do that in the rain in a faster car was a bit of a learning curve to start with. Like even corners like that there, I really had to sort of rethink how I was going to do it all and be a lot more, obviously too cautious, but cautious enough that I actually managed to get through it, so that's something. So, gonna leave that there. Hope you enjoyed this latest class? I don't know with class. This latest class of our improvisation? No. Improvement school. Not improvisation. That's a horrible thing to try and do in the middle of a rally. Our improvement school with Professor Kapil. If you've enjoyed it, of course, do click the like button. I'm still thoroughly enjoying this series. I want to see if I can get myself up to, like, you know, maybe not the top range of cars and get good times in, but good, decent modern cars, get some good times in. I think that's where I'm sort of aiming for. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you did, do click the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Questions and comments, leave them down before. As always, very much looking forward to Kapil's assessment of my my journey there. Don't forget, I do stream on Wednesdays. I've started up a series of Remnant from the Ashes. Obviously slightly different to Dirt Rally, but do come along and say hello there. If you missed the first part, of course, it is on the channel. It'd be wonderful to see you there to say hello. Otherwise, I'll see you next time in Dirt Rally 2, our improvement school with Professor Kapil. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.